Greetings, YouTube. My inbox was flooded with questions about Battlegrounds when we didn't hear about it. I think quite a few people, including myself, thought, well, maybe when the patch drops, we'll see Battlegrounds automatically come in because we saw 4 weeks of it in the last time. And then when it didn't drop, we thought, well, wasn't it supposed to be this month? And so, yeah, there was some questions about it, but it has been edited as of July 7th. And so there is some pretty important changes that we need to discuss that's going to make the July Battlegrounds very different from the last version of Battlegrounds. As you can see, the Battlegrounds July beta change log is updated and ready for us to discuss. Here's all the information you need to know for the July beta for Battlegrounds. The timeline has been reduced from 4 weeks to 2 weeks, and it begins on Monday. Battlegrounds begin Monday. Interesting changes for sure. It'll go from Monday the 11th to Monday the 25th. And the rewards have been updated. Now, this is kind of what people care about most, right? Like, what am I going to do if I can see it? Battlegrounds rating rank rewards. So this is quite interesting. Players that reach and maintain the following Battleground ratings at the conclusion of the July Battlegrounds beta will receive the following: 17,100 Tier 6 Basic Callus Fragments and 13,500 Tier 3 Alpha Callus Fragments. Now, to put that in comparison, because it sounds really good, and trust me, it is, but when we think about what we get for this new challenge, it's 17,100 Tier 6 Basic Callus Fragments and 13,500 Tier 3 Alpha. So, the reason why that sounds so familiar from the forum post is because, to be blunt, it's basically the exact same thing that we're going to get. So, it's double that, and obviously that's fairly important for people who are trying to take a 6-star to rank 4, especially if you're super close to taking your third 6-star to rank 4 and becoming Wallet Breaker / Paragon. Top 2,500 Battlegrounds ratings, it's basically split directly in half, right? So for the top 2,500 Battlegrounds rating, and then matchmaking, players will no longer start at 1,500 Battlegrounds rating. All players will start at a Battleground rating respective to their progression level. So 0 for Uncollected, 150 for Cavalier, and 300 for Thronebreaker and Paragon. Note, players' Battlegrounds ratings cannot drop below 0. Your Uncollected and your Battlegrounds rating is negative 3,000. Good luck with that 4-star group. Players at the bottom end of the Battlegrounds rating spectrum should now find more appropriate matches based on their deck strength. And the scoring, the attack hit points remaining is only scored when the defender is defeated. Fight duration has been reduced from 120 seconds to 90 seconds. Now, with all the bugs that were happening when you couldn't load a fight screen in the last Battlegrounds, a couple of times the only reason why I was able to even complete the fight was because I restarted my match and it continued to keep the clock from when it started. So if we have the same bug this time as last time, you're just going to take the KO, and that's going to mean more because that's going to obviously affect your overall Battlegrounds rating with a loss. So, I don't know. I mean, we'll see how buggy it is, right? So much of this is going to depend on that, and if the matchmaking really has improved or not. Defender nodes. Reduced defender hit point bonus from 300% to 200%. Well, at least that helps with the time. Champion charges for the duration of this beta. All champion recharge timers will be set to 1 minute per charge across all rarities. We have heard your feedback around the friction champion charges create for all summoners, and we will be revisiting their functionality. That is a wordy sentence. Meta changes. Week 1, champion boost only, no additional buffs. Week 2, insult to injury. Sounds like my high school basketball playing career. While the attacker is suffering from a debuff, their defensive ability accuracy is reduced by 50%. Steady build-up unblockable. The defender has 100% increased defensive ability accuracy when the attacker has 3 or more debuffs, the defender becomes unblockable until the attacker has 0 debuffs. Whenever the attacker purifies a debuff, they become unblockable for 7 seconds, and that is interesting. Remember, there's only 2 weeks. I like that half the weeks there's just champion boost, no additional buffs. That's nice. I mean, I'll say this. Battlegrounds was the best way ever, by far, bar none, to get 6-star generic 6 stones. That directly helped me put a good chunk of 6 stones into Null. That was my main motivation for playing this. Now, I think that Tier 3 Alpha and Tier 6 Basic Catalyst Fragments are great, and there are some people who are really going to benefit from it. But personally, I'm going to miss the 6 stones if there isn't a store. You know, if it's just rank rewards and that's it, and the only thing that matters is rating, and you don't have like the currency, and maybe I'm just reading this wrong, and you do, but if you don't, then I'm a little disappointed. Of course, if you love Battlegrounds, you probably are also disappointed that it's only 2 weeks instead of 4 weeks. Let me know your thoughts on this in the comments below. And as always, have a great day.